What is up guys, Wraec is here with a new video, and today it's time for a bunch of summons again. First of all, we have the Isabelle rate up. I can't get over how there are 4 rate ups now, it's a little bit crazy to me. And a lot of good ones at that. Isabelle is of course the number 1 we're going to go for. First of all, I want to summon her to Supreme Plus. I'm not 100% confident that she's going to be like super PvP meta. I could see it, definitely. She has some crazy skills. But I want to test her first. So we are going to do Supreme Plus in this video. I'm going to do some testing, and then later maybe we're going to do Paragon. Then we have Gerda, which is pretty cool. Didn't summon for her. By now she's Paragon 3, I think, on my account, so I'm not going to summon for her now. And of course, one of my favorite heroes, Siren, is back, which is absolutely insane. Isabelle, we're going to do solely out of rate up tickets. I have to save up gems. We have a lot of like strategy things within this video, where I'm just going to talk about what I am planning to do as well, because that's kind of important in this season, more so than in the seasons before. I want to conserve some gems because we are going to get a collab in this season, and of course I want to summon for it too. I have to say the last one, Lucy, Natsu I summoned to Crown, which I haven't really used him a whole lot since then. So I guess for the promo it was alright, the videos did do very well, but in terms of use, not really. Lucy, however, I had at P3, and that was fine. Neither one made it really into PvP. I hope the next one is a little bit stronger. Then we still have the Zandrok plan going. We also have 268 invite letters here and 293 over here. Zandrok plan is basically that we want to go ahead and we want to get Velara copies. So I want to get Velara copies because Velara and Zandrok are S tiers from the same season, so you can swap them with each other. And the plan is to get Velara 2 copies to get her to Paragon 2, then swap her with Zandrok, at the same time collect some Zandrok copies as well, swap her with Zandrok, so Zandrok is then Paragon 2, and then hopefully, because we also collect copies for Zandrok, pretty quickly Paragon 3 as well, which will boost our Perseus team quite a lot, and also Perseus at Crown, by the way, which is fairly cool. So this is the plan. Yeah. We may have to buy some packs. There are some interesting packs at the moment I saw, where you can actually get, and this one, it was this one, we can get Velara copies over here, and we can even get Zandrok, and what we can get is Pandora copies. So that's also fairly nice. So maybe if we need some extra Zandrok copies, we can get them through this pack. It's not really a bad pack. You also get some Temporal Essence for those heroes. Not bad. I think from the value perspective, I thought about it a little bit. I was like 65. I think was the amount of epic summons you get in like a pop-up pack. So it's about 2 S tiers if you go for Pity Timer, and that costs a little bit less, and you get some Temporal Essence too. So I think this is pretty good value actually, this pack. We may want to get this. I'm not too sure. We are going to start off, however, with some summons, I think, for Isabelle. And if you want any info on her, I probably already made a review about Isabelle by the time you see this video. Usually I like to post the review first and then the summon, so you should already have that on the channel. So let's start off with our first 10 bomb, and let's see if we can get some very nice summons here. I definitely want to see a double again. Hope we can make that happen. First one, not that great. We take a Thador though. Nice. Yeah. It's a hero I always feel like it's a little bit too low on my account, should be a little bit higher, especially if you want to use him in PvP. You often do it because he has like a crit buff, and he has, well, decent tankiness and all of that, but also the energy buff. And of course, if he's low Paragon, well, that energy buff gets reduced. There's our first one. Shouldn't have too much of a fancy animation, which is kind of sad because I like her design, which is kind of sad, I have to say it. For the A tiers, they usually don't do that. A tiers aren't different in terms of power in this game to S tiers, but, well, some details like the animation. Yeah, small animation as expected. Cool character though, I like it. And of course the 7 there, which I just remember had me so confused when we had the first 8-tier rater, because I was like, aren't we supposed to get 8? The 8th one is the one that gives you like the initial copy, and then you get 7 on top. So we got 8, it just says 7. Next one. Always hope we can get it. Walker! I want that guy at P4 as well. Brownie has him at P4. I'm a little bit jealous, I have to say it. Especially with like Lightbearer being so good in so many seasons. It's kind of crazy. If you look back, so many Lightbearer seasons, and again in this season, they are also pretty strong in Supreme Arena. And there we go, next one, let's go, let's see that, skip all recruitment animations, no! But we take the pack, because we, that's a small one, oh yeah, they do the small one for 80s always now, that sucks. We need the big pack actually, we need the big pack. I need the whale option to double the copies, double the rate up, double the price, because I need the rate up tickets. I really don't want to go into our gems. And I don't want to buy them from the shop either. That sucks, that sucks, that sucks. That's not cool. Yeah, I don't know. I think I also bought the rate up pop-ups. That's why we have Perseus at Crown. So that's something. And we are rolling pity time after pity time after pity time here. That is not very cool. I thought double for a sec, but no, it's just like the 80 spawning in the back row. Not very nice. Yeah. I have to say, Perseus did do very well though. Some people worried, they said like, oh, the Brutus counter, what are we going to do? But really, in reality, nobody wants to play Brutus in PvP, so he's doing very well. Very well in Supreme Arena. Maybe, I mean, if you put him in the defense, it can happen. But so far, what I have seen is people, even when you use him in defense, don't tend to throw in a Brutus there. Especially if you have him in Crown, there's our next copy. Because many people just didn't summon for Brutus beyond Supreme Plus. So, yeah, well, we wouldn't really try to use him against Crown team then. So now we ran out of summons, which is pretty bad. So I guess we have to head to the store. And, oh yeah, we have those as well. Let me buy those pretty quick because I'm going to forget it. We have soul stones. And I want to use all of those soul stones, so maybe we can throw that like in between. I didn't want to get to this store, I wanted to actually get to the trolley. So we kind of have to buy some rate up tickets. First of all, the first pack is always good. That is really nice, so 5 tickets over there, which we definitely will take. This one, well, is a better price, it's like 250 dragon crystals for 10 rate ups. I hate that we have to do that every single time, by the way. It's kind of horrible. This is a lot worse. This is a lot worse. So this is like 500 dragon crystals per 10. This is, what is that? This is more. Well, this is still worse. So yeah, okay. So the one that we have over here is still the best. Which gives us 40, so we have like 45, which is not really going to cut it, isn't it? Which one do we want? I don't hate the Temporal Essence, I really don't. But at the same time, don't want to pay 2,500 for that. That's just 10 more. Just not great. So this one would be it, but it's like, I have to buy the Tidal Essence, which is horrible. Even with cheap Dragon Crystals from LD Shop, ladies and gentlemen. Very quick shout out here to our sponsor LD Shop, where you can get the cheapest dragon crystals for AFK Journey. So already that many people wrote reviews ever since I made the first video about this. I'm very happy for that. You can save 15% and 5% because you get some very nice discount coupons if you register an account through the link down in the description, which will make your purchase of dragon crystals even cheaper and allow you to buy your packs at a much better price. So definitely recommend LD Shop if you are looking to buy some cheap dragon crystals. Have to say though, I hate every single one of the packs they make. Like the one in limited bundles always feels like I get thrown some trash at me next to it. We'll buy this one. This one has like 2 soul stones in there. Maybe they give us a hero we need. If they don't, they at least give us a hero we probably own, which then in turn gives us some stellar crystals from the shop. So guess that's something. So let's go to the inventory now. We have to open those because we have 360 there, 1,200 over here. Let's open it. Let's see if we get something nice. I certainly don't mind the Mirel. Mirel, very good. Walker we talked about, very nice. A lot of stuff that we already own or have at like P4. So I think we're going to get most of this back. Let's check out those. We have 6 S tiers coming from that. That is insane. Probably never had that many before. So let's open that. What I'm hoping for, Zandrok, Valara, definitely. Pandora if possible, I don't even know. That's Siren. We got a Zandrok, so that is very cool. Cessia. Okay, well, I mean, if we ignore the Cessia, so overall quality is pretty good. I don't mind that. Damon. We got Zandrok. We got Siren as well, which means Siren is going to get like retired or recycled. Double Sonya, which we don't have before, I think. So, yeah, we don't even recycle that much. 250. 250 is cool though, because we can buy some nice things with it. That always works through like the Emporium, and if you have like before hero, you get the Spirit Store. So 250 will actually turn into roughly 12 Stellar Crystals, which is not bad. It's actually pretty nice. Many people also buy like the Twilight Essence. Haven't gotten around to do that yet. Kind of just always go for the Stellar Crystals. It's kind of what I prefer. So yeah, we have a few more summons. I feel like we won't get around using our diamonds though to an extent. Because if we want to have her to at least Supreme Plus, which I mean for the testing definitely. And if you want to go beyond, I hope I can get some pop-up packs. I haven't really seen too many rate up ticket pop-up packs yet. And we're already getting a pity summon all the time. That is the problem here. Okay, there we go. Maybe it was pity summon? I don't even know. Isabelle, let's go. Support hero. I like support heroes. I don't even know why. There are a lot of support heroes that I like. I feel like for Graveborn it's always great if we get one. Because Graveborn became like my favorite faction. That's just a single one. But 2 other A tiers. We take it. We take it. Salazar, also great hero. Underrated S++ ability. Could be really insane. Is that insane? Salazar combined with like Isabelle. We definitely have to try that because I really like Salazar. Ah, there we go. We're getting some summons now, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting some summons now. I like it. Not on this one. Maybe on the next. Let's see. Mirel though? Oh, also pretty good. Okay, we're back to the to the single A tier summons. Just guaranteed, by the way. Kind of interesting. Oh, come on! Double hamster. That's a joke. Double hamster. Nobody wants that. That's a pity timer copy. I'm not happy about you. How far are we? How many gems is this going to cost me? Oh, we got a sneaky little upgrade there. 71. Is that already more than we needed? Just used up all the rate up tickets. I mean, probably not going to have to store them for now. Now, it would be nice if they would release a hero where I would say, well, that is a bad hero. Just noticed I'm dumb and had the wrong screen cut out in OBS selected. Okay, apologies for that. I reckon for these summons it wasn't too bad. Like if you're on this screen, of course you notice. I'll have to check that. That kinda sucks. But okay, you guys will survive. Mythic Plus. Okay, let's see. Exclusive equipment, of course. Heck of a long ability there. Get the upgrade. I didn't see the copies. Wait. Oh, 28. Good. Okay, okay, we are done. Nice. We even had one too many. Not bad. What do we have here? An Isabelle casts her ultimate. She also debuffs the enemy hero who has dealt the most damage to her companion. I saw that. Insane ability. Temporarily reducing the stats linked to active spell node stacks from Isabella's ultimate. The debuffs lasts 8 seconds. At 80% as effective as the corresponding buffs from spell node stacks. You can get that up to 100%. And she can get, when a buff from Isabelle's ultimate expires, she recovers 180 energy for every spell node type at maximum stack. Each time Isabelle casts her ultimate, she recovers up to 540 energy this way, which is insane. Gets like half her ult back immediately. So definitely want to have that for her. Questions, do we have enough? We don't. That sucks. What? Ah, we grew. Okay. Oh, that was a close one. I thought it was, we would need like 100 plus, but it was for plus 15. Okay, okay, we are set. We're going to test her later. Upgrade here, Paragon 2 on Theta. Not bad, we take it. So that is set, that is good. And now we can go into the all-hero recruitment, which is pretty nice. Wishlist currently set like this. I mean, like for A tier Graveborn, we kind of run out. For S tier the same. Here, Kafra is still kind of a target, but I mean, yeah, Theta, Leica makes more sense at the moment. Definitely have to switch that one. Makes sense to go through your list one more time before you start doing a lot of summons. I always do that, always try to check out, okay, is there maybe a better option here at the moment? Would say there is none. Oh, nah, Walker and Mirel, I think. Even though Zanny saw some play, Some people already have her at P4. Puzzle, for example, already summoned her to P4. He regretted that kind of a lot, which was funny. Because he always mentioned that in chat. I don't think it was that much of a bad summon, but don't tell him. I think it was kind of decent. Because like he's a whale and for battle drills and everything. Makes sense. Makes sense. But don't tell him. Don't tell him that. So let's start off. 268 summons. Let's hope for Revion. Wait, did I put Zandrok in? I have to think again about it. Wait, I skipped it. I didn't want to skip it. Double Walker. That's nice. Wait, Zandrok is in there. Okay, good. I had to wait for Revion raid up to end. Which is always annoying when you have like a raid up and you know, I kind of want to get more copies of that hero. And it takes like 9 days or something. That's kind of tough. I hate that. I hate that. I'll be honest, I hate that. Triple A tier. Mirel, nice. Definitely want to have her before. Ooh, S tier. Let's see who it is. Who is it? And... ooh, Igor. Igor, not bad. Always kind of hated that he wasn't like P4. Because I use him in my current PvP team. And he was P3. And I really thought, okay, it's really annoying. Because it reduces, of course, the rivalry stats. And yeah, makes the whole team worse. For a hero that you can arguably have very easily at P4 because you can also buy him in the Emporium. So was one of the heroes that I just ignored for quite some time. And never really summoned for. And now I definitely kind of regret it. I definitely kind of regret it. We're getting a lot of A tiers though, which is pretty good. At least double. Let's see who that is. Nice. Well, Nicola, that's still good. I think she could kind of use a buff. She kind of went missing. Is no longer really seen in anything. DR, I think she's now in some teams just because she's smaller, has some buffs, and people want to summon the wolf. So that's something. But yeah, couldn't read an S++ ability upgrade with the Shadow Essence. Viperion at the same time I really want to have at P4 because I think he is going to get an S++ ability. Not this season, I think, but it has to be the next. Has to be the next. Season 6, I think he's going to get one. Same for Khafra, by the way. It's also a reason why I'm summoning him to P4. He's already at like P3. And I don't think he needs that many copies to be P4. So that's going to be pretty good. That's going to be pretty good. I hope we get enough Zandrok copies and Valara copies to allow us to do the switch in this video. Otherwise I have to save up a lot of summons again, which would not be that great. Getting a decent progress on Salazar. Also a hero, by the way, that you can buy from the Emporium. Not that I want to say it's necessarily worth it. I just like him. Leica, okay, who do we get? Who's the S tier? Gerda, great, we take it. Come on. Random hamster. I was confused when I first started this game. I was like, all my summons are hamsters. Why do I summon so many hamsters? Are all the heroes hamsters in this game? Walker? Come on, who's the S tier? Is the S tier the last? Hi. It is the last. Hi. It's just all hamsters. Go on. And, ooh, Valara, let's go! Definitely take a Valara copy. That is definitely what we need. Nice. People hated her. Shout out Philly. Oof. Okay. 5 8 years. That is good. That is something. I definitely like that. 5 8 years is pretty crazy. Not bad at all. Okay, pretty happy so far with those summons. I mean, all the equipment always a little bit lower value. But we get a good amount of 8 years. So that's nice. Making decent progress on the right heroes. S tier from the right hero. Well, aside from Nicola. Don't really need that. But certainly like the selection of 8 tiers that we pull. Still some high value ones. I think it's kind of important that you don't overspend too much on this game. It seems like a jump, but it's kind of what I want to say is... Ooh, S tier! If you summon too much, at some point you start summoning just like crappy heroes. Which sucks. So let's see who the S tier is. We're not going to go through all the hamsters again. We're just going to skip. And it's Sonya! Third Sonya copy in this video. Kinda crazy. Kinda crazy. Should be before at some point, yeah, right? Should be before at some point, yeah. And then you have like all the good heroes and you want to do some summons and suddenly all the heroes you can put on your wishlist are just like bad, or like half the heroes or 3/4 of the heroes are just bad. And then you sit there and summon for bad heroes and waste even more summons than before, because you need like 9 copies to go from P3 to P4 of a hero. So with like pity timer, that can be a ton of summons. So like even if you were to summon the S tier you want on every single pity timer, it would be like 450 summons. But you don't, because it's a 1 in 8. So yeah, calculate that times 8. I think we do one more, right? That's 540. Come on. Okay, 3 more A tiers. Yeah, should get at least one upgrade there. I hope Leica. Leica would be really nice. So 293. Now we have the high value stuff going on. Let's go over that a little bit. Let's check this out. Upgrade here. Such as like Isabelle. We have no upgrade on the A tiers. That is crazy. How far is Leica? 48. 5 out of 9. Okay. Ah, that sucks. Hyperion. 18 out of 68 just. Okay, crazy. That is crazy. Hodgkin. Also working on Rowan. Still for Belrun. For Belrun teams. Okay, we're not going to get an upgrade there. Ravion. 0 out of 9. 0 chance we get the upgrade at the same time. That wasn't what I want to click. Pandora. 3 out of 9. Probably impossible. What about Velara? What about Velara, guys? Oh, Zandrok. Also good. Zandrok 3 out of 6. And Velara. Before we get into this. Velara. 5 out of 6. So, one more copy really on Velara. Then we could swap her out of epic recruitment. Or we could continue summoning for her. I don't mind that. Because is there something I really want to swap into? Look at that. That's, I mean, one Hodgkin copy, yeah, but we can buy that. Sonya, okay. Igor, not really worth it in my opinion, because I'd rather buy the copies. In the Emporium. Low-key Gerda. Honestly. Low-key Gerda. It's a little bit strong actually now. Super tanky. I don't hate Gerda. Granny Danny! It's Granny Danny, not Gerda. Bloody hell. Somebody already commented. Somebody posted a video and was like, yeah, it's Granny Danny. Ooh, Pandora. Always like to summon Pandora. 5 more copies, please. Thank you. It's time for double S tier again. I feel it coming. Double S tier or quad S tier. I want a quad S tier. We had that. We didn't have that for quite some time. Quad S tier. Come on. I thought for a second. I was looking. I was like, oh, it's going to happen. Now the Pandora, nice, very very nice. We need one more Velara copy though. Desperately need one more Velara copy. Okay, another. That's not going to help us too much because we need 7 more copies for him to upgrade. I need 1 Velara copy. Okay, come on. Velara, Pandora. I mean, I don't hate Pandora. We are making huge progress on Pandora right now. But I need 1 Velara copy. A single one is alright. A single Velara copy. It's a 1 in 5. We hit Pandora 3 times. This time get off Oriel. Okay, come on. Triple A tier and S tier. Another Pandora. What is that? Pandora rate up? Did I misclick, guys? Did I miss a returning rate up? What is this? Rowan. Did I miss a returning rate up, guys? Is this Pandora rate up? Okay, double. Let's go. Who is it? Starting off with Zandrok. Very, very huge. I fight for freedom. Nice. And we skip the rest because I don't want to... It's again Pandora. At one point the game is just going to tell us, yeah, Pandora is P4. Please swap it out. Before we even get 1 copy of Velara. That's mad. I mean, we can still go and buy the pack. Get our Velara copy anyway. So it's possible. Do the switch. Get Zandrok. Maybe upgrade Zandrok. What the hell is that? That's a Ravion. Oh, we take that. And Gerda. The quad A tiers. They have me tricked, right? I always think like, ooh, it's going to happen again, guys. And then, no. What in the hell? What the hell was that? What the hell was that, guys? What am I going to do now? I wasn't planning for that. Going to get the Hodgkin copy or something. Boost Igor? I think boost ego. I wasn't planning for 170 summons, 5 copies Pandora. I wanted 1 copy of Elara, guys, and then Zandrok. And it was like, you get Pandora. Pandora P4. That was nowhere on my agenda. We talked about the plan before. Zandrok, cool. I don't even know how that works if we get too many Zandrok copies. I was thinking about that. Yeah, we are going to do a little bit of an experiment, maybe. That I didn't want to make. Because I didn't test that. If you are at like 6 out of 6 on Zandrok, and you can do the upgrade, but you don't and instead swap, do you keep the copies? I don't know that. We are going to find out because I'm now getting Zandrok copies. I don't know how that works out. If we are going to end up with like Velara copies then or Zandrok copies. Usually, if you have like spare ones, if you have like 10 out of 60 or something, then those don't get converted and you keep them. Ravion, nice. But I don't know how this works out if you have enough for the upgrade itself, if that changes the logic. So we are going to see that at the end. I think we can get like the Velara. We can just get it from the pack if we don't pull it. I really didn't expect the Pandora before. That's too crazy. Okay, Velara copy, there we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is very nice. We don't really need to keep her in these summons, but I don't think there is a better option. So either way, I'm just going to keep summoning her. And we're just going to use this swap to super boost our Zandrok. That was the last one, okay. We just barely baited. Let's see, last S tier is a Zandrok. Okay, so let's check this out. How many copies of Zandrok do we have? We can do the upgrade. We won't. We will just keep it as is. I don't know how this is going to work out. Then we have Velara. Velara should be ready to upgrade as well. Here we do the upgrade. We want to get her to P2. So now she's P2. And if we now swap Zandrok and Velara, which was this? No, that's Brave for Intrigue. Echoes of Descent. Okay, if we now swap them, so we take Velara, we take Zandrok, and by the way, I built a little bit of a fail here. They are going to swap hero equipment, so we're going to get a plus 20 Zandrok, which is going to suck a little bit because I wanted a plus 20 Velara, but you can't like exclude stuff from it. So the Paragon 2 and the equipment is going to swap over. She's going to stay at a plus 10, he's going to go to plus 20, which, I mean, for PvP it's nice. So we will have the, it is okay for us to have that, even though I wouldn't have done it if I could decide over it. But so that is going to be the swap. Yes, S-level swap. So that is going to leave us now with P2 Zandrok and S plus Velara. And now we're going to check how that worked out. And now we have 7 out of 9 on Zandrok. So that worked. You just can't do the upgrade. That was what I expected to happen. You just can't do the upgrade. And what we can do now is we can take this pack, because this includes Zandrok. We can buy this twice. We now have 2 chests. Open our chest. We can open this chest. We can do that. Double Zandrok. Oh, we can open the other chest too. And we can just do double Velara, get her back to plus 15. I think that's the smart thing to do. So we just get 60 here. We don't have like a whole lot. We now have the upgrade. And now we have P3 Zandrok. So we went from S plus to P3 Zandrok outside of Raid Hub with the swap ticket that we used in this specific manner. We have to do the upgrade here because like temporal essence. And was, yeah, okay. Doesn't bring us the entire way, but worked out so far. And now we have like a super huge Zandrok, which is insane. Let's give him charms as well, because we can. Craft all. Bam. What effect does he have, by the way? Nearby enemies. And becomes unaffected for 5 seconds at the start of the battle. That is pretty sweet. Okay, 9 copies till P4. But P4 on Pandora. And I think I made her 25, so Crown as well. Crown Pandora. Nice. Okay. Okay, that is crazy. Crazy work. Okay, I didn't expect us to go that strong here. We have one more thing. Okay, I think that's just Affinity. Yeah, Affinity. We could get our headgear. Shall we quickly get our headgear, guys? Let's get our headgear. just because we can. Thank you, this is nice. Okay. Oh. Let's go. Collect. I have to test her anyway. I mean, which probably means I didn't need to do that. But now we have her headgear. Which is cute. Okay, cute headgear. Last thing we want to do. Actually want to check out how far we are on ego. 4 out of 9. Ah, that's sad. And 8 out of 9 here. And we can get the best hero in the game, Hodgkin. Which is not really true. I mean, that is by the way why I said ego should be easy to upgrade, because you could buy him there. Guild store, obviously not. Wait, which one was it? Season store. Season store, you can buy Hodgkin. And there's one more Hodgkin copy, and then we upgrade it. But I didn't do it. I didn't do it because I don't have him in a Supreme Arena team at the moment. And if I don't do it, I can keep him in all hero recruitment wishlist and just get the copy for free eventually. So I thought that would be the better plan. I just saw we are at the pity time of 6. Let's go. Little bit of gems spent. Doesn't matter. We get another S tier. Let's see. Is it Hodgkin? Is it the glorious Hodgkin? Guys, is it the glorious Hodgkin? It's bloody Mikola. Okay. Doesn't matter. Mikola cool as well, I think. Or not, I don't know. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video with the little experiment on Zandrok. From S plus to P3, the upgrade, absolutely insane. Giant boost to our Perseus team. Yeah, leave a subscription if you want. Check out my video on how to get a free lamp for your homestead. A lot of people visiting my homestead for that, so definitely check out this video so you don't miss out on any loot. And other than that, I wish you a great day. We'll see us in the next one.